First question, Vanessa.
Kevin, obviously a great win and a big night for you, moving sixth on the NBA all-time leading scorer list. Congratulations. What does that accomplishment mean to you? And I know you really respect Dirk.
Yeah. It means a great deal to be around the league for this long. I mean, it takes for you to play 1,000+ games for you to be in this category at least. So grateful for all of the people that have helped me play this many games, coaches, friends, family that invested in my game. You know how it goes. Without them, without the village, I wouldn't be here. I don't do anything on my own. Never have, never will. So it's great to kind of celebrate that with them. You know, get texts and calls from friends and family already, and just being so excited for me. So to have a quick little celebration with people that watched me from the beginning, people that have followed my career once I got into the NBA, to celebrate with them a little bit is pretty cool. To be up there, you know, with Dirk, like I said earlier, somebody I look up to, I idolized, competed against. We had some great battles. He always was supportive of my career and my game. So, you know, to be up there with a legend like that is just insane. To be right underneath Michael Jordan, it's crazy, man. I always dreamt about being in the league and being a superstar level player and all of this, but you never know exactly how your career is gonna go. So I'm happy it's going this way. I want to continue to keep stacking, keep climbing up the charts, just to see how I finish. You know, it's gonna be it's been amazing thus far.
Kevin, just for your overall career, how would you describe the most important thing to you in terms of like the consistency and what it takes to get to that level?
Yeah, I mean, the most important thing to me as I gotten older is just showing up, like being there, being in the gym, coming to practice, giving my all every day I step into on the court and letting the chips fall where they may, you know. So try to keep it simple and just show up as much as I can.
And obviously, you got a great deal of respect for Wilt. You talked about that when you passed him. But does this one feel a little different just because you got to watch Dirk and you got to compete against him for all of those years and you know exactly what that looked like?
Yeah, most definitely. And not just compete against Dirk, like I played against him on his route to his first championship. You know, played against them the next season after they're trying to defend their title. So we've had some real meaningful battles, not just regular season games. You know, so there's times going into the series I hated Dirk. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it was vice versa, and you know, and then for him to kill us in these series, and it's just so demoralizing playing against a player like that. And I always said I wanted to be that respected. I wanted to be that revered by my teammates, by the city, by media, by everybody who watches the game. I felt like Dirk was an embodiment of that, and I try to emulate as much as I can all the great players. But I took a little bit from Dirk, and, you know, a lot from Dirk actually. He knows. But one of my trainers was good friends with Dirk. He was a rookie. Played one season in the NBA. Was a rookie with Dirk. So he learned a lot from him, and I was able to take some of his stuff and incorporate it into my routine. So I'm very grateful for Dirk, Holger, what they brought to the game, because without them, I wouldn't have seen the game from this perspective. So it means a lot to me, man.
Kevin, earlier this season you talked about growing up and wanting to play with the older kids and being a real student for the game. So I wanted to take a page out of Vanessa's book. What would you say to that kid now that he's the sixth all-time leading scorer in the NBA?
Man, stay confident, stay at it, you know. It's easy to quit, to be honest. It's easy to quit. It's easy to have a rough patch and then say, oh, you know what, I'm gonna try something else, you know. So it's up to that, my young self, to just stay with it. You know, the tough days don't last too long. You're not as great as you think you are. You're not as bad as you think you are, you know. So I wish I'd have had that mentality a little earlier, but it all worked out for the best.
John.
Kevin, what was it like to see Dirk's message up there on the video board? And, you know, late in the game, it obviously came down to those last two free throws.
Yeah.
You know, were you kind of aware of that? And what was your mindset when you stepped into the line there?
Yeah, I was aware. I mean, I felt like I could have I could have got that over with earlier in the game. I missed some good looks, especially the 3-point line. I was just missing. Just didn't feel in good rhythm shooting it, but glad I got it out the way. I like that. I like Dirk's first sentence. It's like I don't enjoy that he's passing me up, but you know that competitive spirit that he brings. You know, you can tell that he wish he could get back out there and hoop and keep rising up the charts as well. You know, but it's like I said, somebody that I played against, somebody that I look up to. For him to take time out of his day to send me a message on passing him and on the charts is pretty cool. It speaks to how humble Dirk is.
Kevin, you've been really just climbing the ladder recently. You passed Wolf recently, and today is Dirk and Michael Jordan. If you do what you're supposed to do, I mean, Michael Jordan will be end of the season, maybe like a late March. I'm really curious about when you go all the steps, step by step. Does it feel different, especially right now when you watching Michael Jordan right there, the position before the tape? What was the feeling?
Yes, it's surreal sometimes, but it also feels like I'm supposed to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? When I first came into the league, my second, third year, I showed that I can play on this level and not just be any type of player, but I showed that I can be a main factor in every game that I play in. You know, so knowing that in my second, third year in the league, I just wanted to continue to maintain that level of play and not fall off at all. You know, I wanted to see how long I could do that for, and that's usually what I'm aiming towards, is staying at an elite level for as long as I can, and that's what happens. That's what a lot of these great players in this top 10 scoring, any list, rebounds, assists, blocks, like these guys play for a long time and at that highest level, you know. So that's really what I try to take from it all.
Kevin, what's it like kind of sharing some of these moments, like passing Wilt, passing Dirk, with some of your younger teammates, guys who have been so, complimentary to you, guys who've talked about, watching you growing up, guys like Amin, Reed, and then, sharing these moments with them?
Yeah, it's always special to me. I mean, I've been on 5 teams, and every one of these moments I've shared with the younger players on our team more so than anything. When I was in Phoenix last year, I think I got 30,000 in Phoenix last year. Ryan Dunn, Oso Yadaro, you could just, first of all, they always told me, well, I watched you growing up, you're OG, you hear that a lot. And to witness that from your teammates, those dudes really expressed how it made them feel. It's pretty cool to hear young dudes and see how they came up. So same here, same in OKC, same in Brooklyn, Golden State. When I hit these marks, people been watching me and seeing me, my development, my progression as a player, and for them to be tuned in for this long, I'm just grateful, and I just try to put a show on every time I step out there.
Last one, Will.
Knowing what the past couple weeks have been like for him, what was it like seeing Jabari have a game like that?
Man, just incredible, man. Just incredible, shooting with confidence, no emotion, just knocking down shots, not caring about missing shots. Got it going for us, man. And we're gonna need that going forward. You need to build on this, bottle this energy up, and keep it going. We're gonna continue to trust in him, and when he knocking down shots like this, we go to another level.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yep.
Thanks, Kevin.